Can you trust anyone with a beard and a hat? I don't mean me, you can trust me. But can you trust Stonnie Dennis? Well, let's take a look.
Okay guys, today I'm going to show you a little drill that we do with every single puppy that comes through our program. It's called the partner recall drill, and it's as simple as this, and you should start doing it every day with your dog from the time you get it. I'll say the dog's name, and when it comes to me, I'll give it a treat. If it comes exceptionally quickly, I give it a high value treat.
Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second. That actually sounds great. I mean, it sounds like Stonnie Dennis is more into reward-based training, at least according to this video, which by the way I never saw before. But what he's suggesting is to give the dog a reward, or even a high value reward, depending on kind of like how fast the dog is doing or how fast the dog is coming, but giving a reward, not yelling, not punishing the dog, not doing anything aversive like sadly many of the other trainers do. But are the other trainers right? Can you train a dog to come to you without using treats? Do you have to use aversive tools? Let's see.
As soon as that dog gets to me, regardless of the time of day or situation, my partner calls the dog. Right, so here at the kennel, one of us will be out in the field, one of us will be close to the kennel, but at your house, one of you could be in the bedroom and one of you could be in the kitchen. It doesn't matter.
This is also a great advice. You want to have more than one person working with the dog. Of course, it's better if those people are actually the owners, but the fact that the dog learns to come and not just to come to one specific person makes it easier later down the road. Another thing that he mentions is to actually start by doing it at home. You don't necessarily need to go outside to train. You should actually start doing it in an environment that's quiet and has less triggers around, right? So your dog can actually stay focused on you. We want the dog to succeed, right? So we don't want the dog to have too many distractions at the beginning. We want to start in a very easy environment and then gradually increase the increments. Gradually make it harder for the dog and kind of like build to be able to work with the dog outside.
Okay, so here's Callie. She's got Molly, brought her out in this field for me. We're going to practice this partner recall drill. So simple. Get your partner, and I'm going to call, then Callie's going to call. Molly, come! Oh, come here, little sweetie! Oh, what a smarty! What a smarty! Oh, what a smarty! And then Callie calls her back, and there she goes.
Look at this cute doggy.
And then I'm going to call her, Molly, come, girl! Oh, what a sweetie! What a sweetie!
So first, it looks like so much fun. The dog is riding outside, happy, enjoying life. The puppy is getting some treats. The puppy is getting attention from those two trainers, so it's a love reward and it's enrichment. That's always a good thing for dogs to get. Enrichment, enrichment, enrichment. Now, I don't know if this is the first time that they actually did it. It might not be, because it does seem like there's a lot of things going around here, right? I mean, there's that person in the background, there's a dog in the background, maybe even more than one dog in the background, and so many smells that we can't probably detect, or so many sounds that we probably can't even hear. But the dog is actually very, very good with this training method. So whatever they did before seem to be working awesome, because the dog is doing exactly what they want the dog to do right now, coming to the treats.
I'm gonna call her, Molly, come, girl. Oh, what a sweetie. What a sweetie. Oh, good girl.
Good girl, come on.
Molly, come.
Look at this.
Oh, good girl.
Oh, Molly. Molly, come on.
That's so cute, and it's great to see. That's exactly how you should work on recalling with your dog. Now, I'm not being delusional, right? I mean, I'm not saying that by training your dog this way, there's no way that the dog is ever going to run away. And that's true for every type of training, of any type of recall training that you do with your dog, there can always be something that has a higher value for the dog. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's a treat involved or there's something that you actually hold or something like that. It can definitely be something like seeing a wild animal, or it might be hearing their best person coming back home when you're working outside with them in the yard or something like that. And you never know. So safety first, don't let your dog loose in an area where they can actually run away and get hit by a car, but also be prepared for your dog to run away. And this is an important tip. If your dog did run away, don't start shouting like crazy, getting mad, and expecting your dog to come back because you're mad. That's actually gonna do just the opposite. If you chase after your dog, if you start screaming and basically scaring your dog, it's even less likely that your dog is gonna come. If you need to chase your dog because your dog took off after like a wild animal and you're afraid that he will get lost, then you might need to actually run after them. But again, do it quietly, do it calmly, and the second that your dog kind of like loses interest in whatever he's chasing, then call him to you. And also a very important thing, when he does come, don't get mad. Be happy that the dog came back to you, because it's not like a teenager that did something and now you're saying, no, you shouldn't have done it, and you've been a really bad person or whatever. It's probably not even the smartest thing to do with a teenager, but the dog doesn't have the mental capacity to understand that you're mad off him because he ran away. What he will understand is that he came back to you, and the second that he came back to you, now you're mad. So would you want to come back to someone that starts screaming at you because you actually came back, because you actually came to them? No, that will actually make it less likely the next time that he runs away. And that's about it. If there's another trainer that does recall training and you want me to respond to and say what I think about their technique, please write down the name in the comments below. In the meanwhile, why don't you watch this video about not pulling on a walk?